Hello guys, this is Joe. I think we have a pool on the Telegram groups, and I think more people love me to have this FAQ in the form of the longer videos on YouTube. So here we are. This is the community FAQ for everyone here. So we collect some like frequently asked questions and some questions that we think is important for you to understand before you receive your first time ever net yield distribution. So yeah, let's jump in. We collect five most frequently asked questions, and the first one is, where can I get the real-time information of the mining operations? AKA, how do I monitor what is the real data of our mining operations? The answer to this question is we got two resources for you guys to check out this real-time information. The first one is the observation link to the mining pool. You could scan the QR code on this page, and usually the observation link provide the most comprehensive information, including the miner's status, including the daily mining yield and some historical mining yield with some charts. So I think you've got some time. The observation link would be the most insightful resources to understand the mining operation in real time. However, if you just want to check out some key information, you could visit HAG's official website. We got a real-time dashboard on the first page of our website. So we only select some key important like statistics, like what's the gross yield yesterday, what is accumulated gross yield from last distribution until now. So for the first batch, this figure will be what will be the total mined BTC from the February 1st to now. And by the way, it also provides some like BTC price on the website as well. So yeah, I think we provide these two resources to prove our transparency. Since observation link get the most comprehensive information, so I would like to go through those details, like to point out some like key figures that you should understand. So on the top left corner, you could see the total income, right? This is the gross yield, the historical gross yield from the testing phase till the now I'm recording this video. So this figure will not go to zero every distribution since this is the historical data. So if you want to, after our first time distribution, if you want to have some sense about like, how much BTC the gross sale could be like per HAG, you should take this figure and subtract the figures from the previous months to get what is the accumulated amount for this year. Or you could check out the rewards here, and add all these amounts, the day you want to check out. This also work. So this is two. And usually the mining, the Yahoo process, like first servers mine the BTC and then go into the pool, the F2 pool, the mining pool, and then we'll withdraw the BTC from the mining pool. And for the risk management, I think we don't want to trust the pool too much, even though usually the risk of the mining pool is not that significant. So we'll also do the daily like withdrawal. So for those that BTC that is mined but not withdrawn will showcase on the balance. Okay, and on the other side, you can see the yesterday's revenue and also today's estimate revenue. So generally speaking, this is pretty easy to understand, but you should take note that this estimation I personally think is not that accurate. So you should it could only for a reference. Okay. And by the way, we are distributing the net yield, not the gross yield. The figure that you see on this part is all about the gross yield. You should, subtract the related cost, and the final result will depend on the distribution report we'll have every distribution happen. And another part is about the mining server's status. Is on the bottom of here. So the O means the total server that's online plus offline. So offline means that this might be the temporary status. Might be it's only for a network, unstable network, or it could only for some minor problems, or it could be also the major problems like like hardware breakdowns. And for that, the status that showcase that this usually is off the rack, but or usually is under like close observations whether this should be a repair or not. We'll talk about this later in the questions later on. So over on this part, you can see the status of our mining servers. And one thing I would like to point out is that usually this kind of dead rate is usually about like 5% to like 10% maybe. So we get this, our percentage is pretty good. It's under totally under 5%. So I think the quality of our this page of S21 is still good. Okay, the second question is, can those dead servers that you see on the observation link go live again? The answer is definitely yes. So in fact, we got some like procedures that involve different parties, like a mining facility or BMANs, to make sure that those dead servers could go live again. So the procedures include, but not limited to the on-site observations. First, the mining facility will observe those dead servers for a period of time, usually a couple of days or certain weeks. Usually, like they will find some way to have some quick remedy. So, like for the three dead servers that you see on observation link, mining facility just provide some feedback that maybe some of them could be solved using some hardware upgrades or software upgrade. So if this happen, that'll be good because this is the most cost efficient way to tackle this situation. But if things turn out to be unfavorable, we will need to contact the BMAN's team and apply for a repair. So usually the facility will help send the servers to the assigned spots for a BitMan to do the repair. And I think BitMan provides the product warrants for S21, and for S21 it's about 1 year. So within this 1 year, I think they will help take care the product's maintenance. I'm sorry, the product repair. The maintenance will be a job for the mining facility. And after Bitman have the repair done, they'll send back to the facility, and the facility will put it on rack, test it, and hopefully everything works. So this is a procedure we'll have to make sure that those dead servers could go to work again. Q3, how can I get a sense about like how much Bitcoin I could earn? I think since we're distribute the net yield, not the gross yield, so to give you some sense about like how much you could get, usually you could only consider the gross yield because every detailed final report will be on the distribution report that will showcase like what is the related cost for the last month. So yeah, I think get back to the answers. I think you could get the total income, or you could accumulate all the incomes within the amounts that you want to calculate to get the gross yield for this year for this month. And since we get 251 units of S21 and the nominal hash rate per S21 is about 20 terahash per second. You could take the 251 times the 200 to get the nominal total hash rate should be around 50.2k terahash per second. Right? And like we mentioned on the PPM, the one HAG aims to pack to 1 terahash per second. So you could take those accumulated like gross out and divide it by the 50.2k terahash per second to get like how much gross out per 1 terahash per second, or aka how much gross L per HAG could be like. So I think this is a simple way for you to have some sense about like how can you get how much gross L you could get per per terahash per second. But you should take especially notice that we are distribute the net yield, not the gross yield, right? And also we only distribute 70% of the net yield, not the 100%, because remaining 30% is for the maintenance to make sure that the terahash per second is sustainable enough. So this two important assumptions is a thing that you should take into consideration. And like I mentioned, those related costs will be reflected on the distribution report. So for the final result, you should base on the report that we will announce. So the calculation is more like give you some sense about like how much BTC maybe you could get. And by the way, like I mentioned, the total income on the top left corner on the observation link will not go to zero after each distribution. So you could either remember what's the figure on the last month and take the total income currently and subtract the old figures from last month to get what's the accumulated figure now, or you could add the daily income by yourself to get the figure, the total gross sale that you want to get. So yeah, this is some way that you could have some sense about how much Bitcoin you could earn. Okay, the question 4: does the yield on the observation link include the transaction verification reward? And the quick answer is yes, it is. It includes both. Since the reward, the gross yield on the observation link is FPPX, which includes both the block reward and the verification fee income. And by the way, shout out to our community member GTK for providing a screenshot on the February 6th. If you check out the gross yield on February 6th, the gross yield is about 0.0866 BTC. And if you click and check out the detail, you will say the PPS is about 0.0814 BTC. This is for the block reward, and for the bonus, this is usually the verification fee income, which is 0.0052. So to answer you, yes, include both the transaction verification rewards, and this is also the benefits that the miner could get. That the more transactions happens on their one, the more we could earn. So Q5, when can I receive my net yield distribution? So the first distribution is planned to take place on March 5th, 2024. So stay tuned to our official Twitter accounts or official website for the final announcements. And I really want to appreciate that all the support, all the investors you get. I think we go through the first token distribution plus the token dividend distribution, and on February 1st, we finally make all the operation online. So I think those milestones we have achieved, and we look forward to more milestones in the future. So yeah, this is the 5 FAQ we collect from the community. If you have more questions, don't hesitate to reach out, no matter on the Twitter or on the Telegrams, or send the email to the IR. I think me personally is more than happy to answer all the questions you have. And thank you so much again to get involved in the community, and we look forward to the milestones we'll achieve in the future. Thank you.